Hello, ladies and boys. I'm going to be making a top 15 list of my favorite dinosaurs or creatures in Ark Survival. And overall, this creature is really good. Next up, you got the Therizinosaurus. It may not have as much abilities as it's not as cool uh not as cool abilities as the other creatures I just mentioned, but the Therizinosaurus can deal some really good damage, and it could farm you wood, has really good weight, and the biggest thing about this creature is that it could kill and protect. It could kill stuff for you and protect. It's just a really strong creature, and it's good for harvesting materials, and it's really nice. Oh yeah, this is number 12. And for number 11, I have the Bloodstalker. Now, I'm pretty sure a lot of people would recommend having this creature in your top 10 list, but I put at number 11. Like, I still really like the creature. It's really good for PvP. It's really fun to uh move around with this creature, and it's good at moving around on the maps. This creature can glide in a strange way. It could swim. It's basically Spider-Man. It could carry either small creatures or people by just spitting a web at it and just railing them in with the web. But you could get out of it. But yeah, there's so many things that this creature can do. It's it's pretty insane. But um, it's not like I wouldn't put it in my top 5 or anything, but still, it's a really cool creature. And for number 10, you have the Argy. Argentavis can carry a lot of creatures. Plus, it can carry small creatures in its mouth, including people. Its saddle can also be used as a smithy. Like, awesome. Another thing, has a lot of weight. Awesome, of course. Perfect. And and as you farm for metal and smelt that metal, you just put in the RG. Just really nice. The RG has a lot can deal a lot of damage, a really good health, and it's just a really phenomenal creature and really good. And yeah, this creature deserved to be in the top 10 for sure. And yeah, he's number 10. And for number 9, we have the King Reaper. This man's is ridiculously strong. Incredibly hard to tame, but he's still really cool. Uh, as you can see there, he could deal poison. He could melt away your armor, just like the Arthropora. But other than that, this creature can hop like really high. He's pretty decently pretty fast, and of course he has an insane amount of health and an insane amount of damage. And this is probably one of the this is probably one of the top 10 hardest creatures to tame in Ark, honestly. Probably would be in the top 10, but besides all of that, he is a really cool creature. Oh, and this is one of the creatures that kind of inspired me to play Ridley. There's another one on this list that also did, and I'll explain that in a little bit. For number 8, we have the Spinosaurus. Now, of course, he's not powerful like the Reaper or anything, but definitely way easier to tame than the Reaper. He could deal some really good really good damage. He doesn't have as much health as a T-Rex, but he could deal more damage than a T-Rex. I watched a video of a Spinosaurus taking on a high level Spinosaurus taking out a high level Giga. It was pretty crazy. But yeah, these creatures could be really strong. They're also really fast. They have some pretty decent weight, and they're pretty decent swimmers. And yeah, I always liked Spinosaurus even before this game came out. Jurassic Park kind of like brought up like the Spinosaurus deal of how cool the dinosaur was. So yeah, even though Jurassic Park is not accurate and this game's not accurate either, but still, I really like the Spinosaurus. Number 7, we have the Iguanodon. Now, the Iguanodon is probably top 3 best beginner dinosaurs to tame. As long as this dinosaur runs on all fours, it'll never run out of stamina. Like, that's pretty OP. But it's a beginner dinosaur, so it's kind of meh. But still, that's really freaking good. And these dinosaurs tame really fast. You can tame. It's an early tame, and these dinosaurs can deal some decent damage. Like I tamed like at least a level 90 Iguanodon, and I was able to use it to kill off some Carnos right by my base. It was really nice. And and dinosaur is really good at farming for berries and seeds. And he has a really good weight. So, probably, yeah, top three best beginner dinosaurs. Uh, I'd make the trike number three for beginner dinosaurs. This is number two, and the number one beginner dinosaur to tame is on this list. Ah, here he is, the number one beginner dinosaur to tame, the Velonosaur. You could tame a Velonosaurus. You could craft a Velonosaur saddle at like level 28, I believe. But yeah, I know that you could tame the Velonosaurs early. And Velonosaurs, they're really good with weight. They're not really fast, but dude, these things have kill power, and they could tame really fast and really easy to tame. Basically, these guys are a living turret. It's phenomenal. As long as you tame high levels, you'll be solid. Like even in higher level, even like higher level play, when you're more advanced in the game, people still use Velonosaurs. Like Velonosaurs are overall like really really good. And for number five, we've got the Megatherium. Now, the Megatherium may not have as unique as uses as these other creatures on the list, but this creature is still really, really unique to me, and I really like it. I just like moving around with the creature and attacking stuff with it. This creature is really good at farming for chitin, and which could benefit you from gathering. Well, which could benefit you from farming for uh, cementing paste, which is really good. This creature has pretty decent health, really, and this creature is really good at protecting you from a bunch of different dinosaurs and dangers. Yeah. For number four, we have the Lightning Wyvern. Out of the wyverns, the Lightning Wyvern's my favorite. Its lightning can do torpor damage, and plus all wyverns are really good and strong and powerful. And plus they could fly, they could pick up creatures, just absolutely awesome. And who doesn't like dragons? And oh, this is the second creature that inspired me to play Ridley. Honorable mention, alongside with number three. Well, actually, yeah, I was gonna make this creature my third pick, but the Shadowmane, it doesn't look as good as it does compared to the reveal trailer. But if you watch the reveal trailer, it absolutely looks awesome, like ridiculously awesome. We know that it could turn invisible. The female and male have different abilities, I think. I'm not sure, but I do know it could turn invisible. And by the looks of it from the trailer, it could probably climb. So, yeah, very, very very cool abilities that I'm fond with, and just something something I like from creatures a lot. And then we have number two, the woolly mammoth. It may not be the most powerful or the most useful creature on this list, but I love woolly mammoths. Now, before the woolly mammoths got their TLC, I thought they were okay, but now they're awesome. Before I even played Ark, woolly mammoths was considered my number one favorite mammal. Okay. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people like woolly mammoths. And especially from this TLC update, the woolly mammoth can do an AoE attack. If it has become stronger, it could give creatures uh, an attack debuff. And with the war drums, you can gain stamina. The woolly mammoth's roar can give creatures debuffs on their attack, and I think it prevents the Utyrannus fear effect, or maybe that's what the drums do. It's either one of those, but yeah, there's that. And finally, the woolly mammoth can grab stuff with its trunk. And I always thought to myself, how satisfying would it be to just pick up someone right off their creature and just yeet them into oblivion? Like, that'd be so much fun. Now, I know the crab can already, like, do that, but, like, I'm not really a Mr. Krabs person. I'm more like a woolly mammoth person. Plus, yeah, the woolly mammoth has its own special abilities besides the crab. Even though the crab has special abilities, but um, I'm more I'm more of a bigger fan of the woolly mammoth. And I I'm not I'm not super sure on this, but the woolly mammoth might be able to harvest wood, like a lot of it. I'm not sure, but if that's the case, then epic. Okay, number one, we have Ridley. Oh wait, no. This creature, the rock drake. Boom, but boom, boom. Rock drakes. I've always loved rock drakes. Um, Rock drakes can turn invisible. They could, and my favorite thing of all time is how they climb and how they glide. It's just fantastic. I just love the feeling of gliding in the air with rock drakes. It always felt super cool. They as they're in the air or on a horizontal surface or vertical surface, the rock drakes, just like the Thycoil, they could pounce, but they don't really like latch onto creatures. They just like it's just like the griffins, just like how the griffin dives down. This this rock drake can pounce, and it does a similar effect. And the rock drakes can turn invisible. Um, and if you turn invisible with the rock drakes, it allows you to not be detected by wild creatures, I believe, as long as you don't attack the wild creatures. But yeah, and the rock drakes can has a lot of health. I think I'm not absolutely sure how much more damage it could deal than compared to a Rex or a Spino, but I should test that out because I think rock drakes do some pretty good damage, and I've heard they're really good for PvP. But yeah, and of course, rock drakes was one of the inspirations for playing Ridley. And there you have it. The three creatures that inspired me to play Ridley: Lightning Wyvern, Reaper, Rock Drake. Boom equals Ridley. And what Ridley equals, and of course, the legendary Ridley himself into action. Oh, yeah. Oh, not to mention, this is my Ridley. Ridley is overpower. Epic play right here, baby. Oh! Thank you guys for watching this video. Yeah. I do not know if I have any subscribers or viewers that play Ark Survival, but if you do play Ark Survival, tell me at least one of your favorite creatures from the game. If and if you don't play Ark Survival, tell me who your main is in Super Smash Bros.